some of the things that we're looking at, if you think about the last one we just looked at, you come over here to these V leads. This ST segment is not at the baseline. It's up high. Right? You can see it's up high. A little bit up high here, getting higher, higher, much higher. So this is what we call an ST elevation. So that ST segment is elevated. That's what happens when muscle is dying. So patient comes in and they say, I'm having some chest pain, I don't feel good. We do what's called EKG, and I see this. I say, oh, they are having a heart attack. Because this coincides with a heart attack. What we're looking for with that is we want to see leads. So each one of these is a lead. Looking at a view of your heart, we want to see that the similar views are all elevated. If I see this one up, this is looking at the backside, inferior wall. This one is looking more at the front. So if I have this one up and that one up, that doesn't make sense. You know, so then I have to start questioning, why is that happening? Did someone put a lead on in a wrong spot? It's probably it. Yeah. If it's ST elevation everywhere, it's either a really, really bad one, and it's in multiple vessels, or it's pericarditis. So you guys learned about pericardial sac? It's kind of like the siding of your house. You know, you can think of your heart as a house. So your valves and your muscle and everything, that's your walls, and your stairs, and your doors, and your windows. And then the arteries are the plumbing within the house that move everything around. And you have the electrical system, and the siding is the pericardial sac. And so if that pericardial sac gets all inflamed, you might actually see elevation everywhere. So if we see it everywhere, we question, we start asking more probing questions. Does it hurt more when you breathe really big or shallow? Does it hurt more if you sit up or lay down? And if we start seeing changes, we go, probably pericarditis. And you just need some antibiotics. Yeah?
Can you go back to that?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, this might sound
Okay.
kind of dumb, but
Yeah.
it looks like, so this is just your heart rate, and it's this 3, 6, 9, 12? Is
Yeah,
that
so
correct?
it's 1, 2, 3, ABR, ABL, ABF, B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, B6. And then this is lead 2. We usually look at lead 2 and we look at a really long strip. So this allows us to really look at our P's next to our Q's, next to our T waves. What is our rate? Does the PR interval look correct? Things like that. So we always want to look, you'll always see one long strip here. And then, actually on this next slide I'll show you. So if you think of it, this is just in block form what you just looked at. So here's lead 1, lead 2, lead 3. ABR, ABL, ABF. Lead 1, 2, 3, 4, B5, B6. But we have to have it color coded here so you can see if my ST elevation is in these 3 leads, it means it's what we call an inferior. So it's attacking the inferior wall of the heart. And it's probably my right coronary artery. If I see here, here, and here, here, it's probably my circumflex, and it's my lateral wall. The septals and anteriors are my LAD. So by just seeing where that is, in most people, I'm not going to say all, because everyone's a little bit different. Some people, their heart's a little rotated, or their LAD wraps way round, you know, it's all different kinds of changes. If all of these look good, and this one is elevated, it's probably my left main artery. Because that's ABR we normally ignore. We're not that interested in it for diagnostic, except for that reason. Does that make some sense? It's kind of like a down and dirty way. We actually have this cheat sheet sitting on the nursing station in every cath lab. Because that way, you know, if people are forgetting, they can glance down and go, it's probably this. It helps us kind of prepare. So I like this picture just because it kind of gives you an idea. You see, here's your SA node, right? And then here is my right coronary artery. So you can see here's my aortic valve. So the arteries are coming off right above it. So when that aortic valve, when the ventricle squeezes during systole, and that valve opens, it's compressing here and not allowing all the blood to flow through. So if my right coronary artery is blocked here, all of this tissue is not getting good blood flow. Right? So it can really affect things. So we tend to see a lot of us, about say somewhere between 70 and 80% of us are right dominant. Doesn't mean that you're right with your right hand in the coronary world. It means that your right coronary artery has a very specific branch coming off of it, and we consider that right dominant. When we're right dominant, if our right coronary artery gets blocked 100%, a lot of times we see a lot more rhythms because it's feeding the SA node and the AV node. So we see a lot of arrhythmias and some projectile vomiting. On the left, if you're left dominant, which is that smaller number, but the rest of us, it means that usually from your circumflex artery, that's the one that has a special branch called posterior descending. So we're all different, but there are some similarities. So even though we look at 12 leads for some really critical things, our 3 and 5 lead EKGs are just perfect for just normal monitoring, just to kind of see what's going on, make sure that we're not in some kind of weird arrhythmia. This is just a really quick mnemonic that I learned back in 1991. I can still remember. So how you can place it. If you look at the leads, they're always the same color. It's just kind of color coded. So white on right. You want smoke over fire, so black always goes over red. You want Christmas trees below the knees. And then chocolate is near the heart. So if you have, as we all love chocolate. So if you have a 5 lead, you get the white, the black, the red and green, and then you get that brown lead. With our 3 lead, which is what I have here, we're just going to get the white, the black, and the red, and that's it. So there's several different kinds of arrhythmias out there, kind of splitting them up depending upon the structure. So in the atrium, we have atrial flutter, atrial fibrillation, atrial tachycardia, and premature atrial contractions, or PACs. So atrial fibrillation. There's a really fun YouTube. Actually, I think there's a couple of them out there. But if you ever want to have some fun with it, it makes it really easy to learn. There are some med students who try to, in person, show you what rhythms are. So for atrial fibrillation, they do a lot of this. Because this is my atrium, these are my ventricles. So if you look through, they do all the different rhythms. But it's kind of like that artistic way to look at something and kind of helps you remember what might be doing. So in AFib, our atrium are just jiggling. There's no organized signal up there, it's just firing all over the place.
Of the 4 on the last slide, is AFib the only shockable rhythm?
They're all shockable.
They're all shockable rhythms?
They're all shockable, but PACs, I'd probably punch you to try to shock me with it. It is not a rhythm I need to be shocked out of. But the thing is, we don't want to shock people unless they're symptomatic. So, meaning, if I have atrial fibrillation and I can't breathe and I'm dropping my blood pressure and I'm not doing well, yes, and we want to shock, and please state me before you do that. I don't want to remember it. It's like getting punched in the chest with a donkey. It's not comfortable. If I'm in AFib right now and I'm walking around, this aren't these that shock me. Don't shock me. So there are shockable rhythms. There's some that, yeah, we're definitely going to have to go down that path because they're being unstable. There's others that, if I'm in atrial fibrillation, I'm walking around, I feel fine. My biggest concern actually is that because my atrium are jiggling around, it doesn't really push the blood out very well, and I tend to form clot. And if that clot breaks away, it can go down through the ventricle on the right side and up into the pulmonary artery and then into my lungs, and I have a pulmonary embolism. If it's on the left side, it can jump down through the left left ventricle and then give me a stroke. So I want to do something about it, but I don't need to be shocked necessarily. One of the biggest problems with atrial fibrillation that we see is people have a rapid ventricular rate with it. And so if you look at how fast it's just jiggling, a lot of those, if my AV node isn't doing its job and stopping some of that signal, it's going to keep coming through, and my ventricle is going to try to keep up. So all of a sudden, my ventricle might be going at 180. Well, especially this tends to happen in the elderly as we get older, or after having cardiac surgeries and things like that. So if I'm elderly, I'm not necessarily in the best of health anyway. That's not going to feel good with that ventricle just squeezing so fast, you know. So it might mimic that kind of chest pain where I think I'm having a heart attack. I come in, you slow your rate down, and now the pain goes away, so you feel a little bit better. Still have to fix this, but it's not that emerging then. So atrial flutter is the next one. Those of us who are into rhythms love this one because it's this beautiful sawtooth pattern and it's just kind of fun. But what's happening here is it's like a little rotor. So somewhere near one of the atrium, you have this little rotor signal going, and it's just going in a circle. So it goes, and part of that signal goes down through your AV node, and eventually your AV node says, okay, I'll let you through. So that's how we get this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 beat. And it can be irregular or regular. It all depends on how the AV node is functioning, allowing that signal to go through. Atrial tachycardia. It just means your atrium is beating fast and your ventricle is keeping up. There's a lot of reasons this can happen. It can happen because you actually just have a piece of tissue up there. It might even be your SA node. That's just super excitable. Or it could be that your electrolytes are way out of whack. You're super dehydrated. You know, there's a lot of different metabolic reasons too that we can have rhythms that aren't the best for us. So we want to kind of try to diagnose why we have these rhythms.
Would that be considered the P-wave not driving the QRS complex?
It is driving it. It's just that, and it's kind of hard to see on this technology. I feel like this is a P wave, and then you have a QRS. P wave, QRS. The P wave is actually caught up in the T wave, QRS. P wave, QRS. So the P wave is still driving that QRS. It's just that the P wave is happening super fast and maybe all over the place.
Is that a life-threatening?
Not usually. No. Life-threatening ones are come from the ventricle.
Okay.
So we'll get to those.
So you have a free time.
Yeah. We don't like them. PACs. All this means, so you have normal sinus rhythm going across, oh, an extra beat. It just, your sinus node decided to jump in early, or it might be a little extra tissue somewhere else in the atrium that decided to jump in early. So sometimes that can happen when we get excited. It can happen when we're exercising. It can happen when you get scared, you know, and it's just, it's fine. You're not harmed by it. It's not going to hurt you. And it's perfectly normal for people to have PACs.
Would those be considered benign arrhythmias?
Benign, yep.
Okay.
Very good. Good word usage.
These students are smart.
So now we'll go down more closer to that AV node. So we have supraventricular tachycardias, we have junctional rhythms, and we have our heart blocks. So our heart blocks are kind of driven by that AV node. So supraventricular tachycardia. This is kind of the bread and butter of your electrician. There's a lot of people out there who end up getting supraventricular tachycardia, and there's all different kinds. So what's essentially happening is you get that like rotor type of signal. The signal's going around in a circle and getting through, and your ventricle's keeping up. So there's different types, and we call these accessory pathways. So essentially what happens on this slide, don't erase it. Don't erase it. Just do it. Okay. So essentially what's gonna